People think that JK has some naughty pictures on his phone, and what's going on with that? We also have a kiss that has recently gone viral between two people, and then we have Jimin and JK actually trending over some clips that have come out. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave Desai, let's get into it. I think there's a way to post things and make it seen in a more sensitive way. And there's ways to post things that are seen as less sensitive. And I think sometimes people in the community aren't sure where to draw the line with that. Recently, Liam Payne had just passed away and the whole internet is still talking about it. But of course, the BTS community is talking about it as well, as I think most people within the BTS community had been fans of One Direction prior. That's important information to know because I think most of the community, or a huge chunk of the community, had been a One Direction fan prior. And if so, then that means that there's no need to be afraid to post Liam Payne onto a fan page. Oftentimes people are scared to post other things unrelated to BTS on their fan pages because they're scared that it's not related. People won't care, but I think this is one of those things where people would care regardless. So some people had been posting moments in which Liam had mentioned BTS, and they were posting those clips onto the fan pages and then reminiscing about Liam or talking about how sad it is that he passed after showing a clip of Liam talking about BTS. To me, in my personal opinion, I don't think that this is a good thing, and I don't think that it's great for them to do this. This makes it seem like the legacy of Liam, or at least to the person who posted it, is to be remembered as someone who mentioned BTS. Like, imagine if someone close to you passed and the only thing that I can mention about how good of a person they were was how they said thank you to me once, and that's it. Like, and then the thing is, I don't know if the point of these clips were to attempt to relate Liam to BTS so that it can then be posted onto a BTS fan page. But if Liam is posted on so many fan pages and those people had actively said, I know this is not BTS related, but I wanted to leave a goodbye or an RIP or whatever, and I think that would be fun. If you are going to honor someone, then honor them for what they're known for. Honor them for something that they've done. Honor them for the music that they've done. But when the only sentiment or clip that they use is a clip showing Liam thanking a BTS member or saying that he likes Jimin and JK's best, and then follow that up with a JK song as opposed to a Liam song, that can be seen as a little bit disrespectful in my opinion. In this video, it makes it appear like his legacy, or the only thing that's worth remembering that he's done, is to say that his bias is Jimin or JK. So in my opinion, if you're going to post a video like this, it would be much more respectful to just not post the video at all. And then if you are going to post a video on a BTS related account about Liam, just post it. I see this all the time where people will try to honor a celebrity or talk about a celebrity, but then they'll only include the portion in which that celebrity has ever mentioned BTS. If that is the case, I would say just don't mention that celebrity. This then caused Jimin and JK to start trending a little bit because people were talking about how Liam's bias was Jimin and JK, and that's very interesting, and it's an interesting way to trend because I think a lot of people were probably not thinking when they would click on the trend that it would be showing Liam as opposed to showing Jimin and JK. Switching gears a little bit, there was a kiss that did go super viral. People were freaking out about it, and I was very excited to see this because we are seeing K-pop move forward a little bit. I don't think we have seen any of the Blackpink members kiss anyone aside from their other members. So this broke a wall a little bit, and I think we're going to start to see the girls a little bit freer and potentially do whatever they want. So if you're not aware, Rosé released a music video and a song called APT. This is a very catchy song. YouTube has been doing challenges for it, and then people have also been using the song for their TikToks and all sorts of stuff. And of course, this was featuring Bruno Mars, which was definitely a little bit of shock in the best possible way. And in the video, she gave Bruno a big kiss on the cheek. This is a great way to transition into potentially showing more love to other people, maybe going on a date or whatever, because kissing Bruno Mars is something that people can kind of justify. I think a lot of people will say, oh my god, if I had the opportunity to kiss such a legend, I would want to do it too. The kiss went super viral. People were very much freaking out about it, and not only were they freaking out about the kiss in general, but they were freaking out over Bruno's reaction to it, because he freaked out about it as well, as you can expect, because Rosé is gorgeous. This was a huge topic of conversation, and people couldn't help but giggle and feel just a little bit like a schoolgirl from this. This of course did become a meme, and everyone did talk about it a little bit. People were also sending a lot of hate towards Rosé, as they believed that the only reason she chose to collab with Bruno Mars is because Rosé and any other K-pop star needs to have a Western celebrity in order to top on American charts. And this is both true and untrue at the same time, because it is extremely difficult for an idol to top the charts in America, as America feels like when a foreign song tops, it means propaganda, it means spyware, it's to not be trusted and all those horrible things. So when there's a Western artist stamp of approval, it makes it easier for the American public to trust the song, and that's exactly why it's allowed to top. You'd actually be very surprised at how little numbers actually mean when it comes to these things, because it's not like a K-pop star has any problem selling a lot of albums. In fact, a lot of K-pop stars sell way more than Western stars do. But that's the issue with racism. They don't care how good you are, how valuable you are. They just don't trust the numbers. They don't trust anything. And on social media, numbers matter. Numbers help an artist get from point A to point B. But in real life, in the real entertainment industry, it's gated by these old white men. So I don't think Rosé needs a Western celebrity to chart, because she can do an English song, but I don't blame any K-pop star for having a Western celeb, because I get it. But above that, the Western guest is quite literally Bruno Mars. Like, anyone would die to have Bruno as a guest on their track. There's this other story that is a little bit crazy, which is one that is about Jimin being on JK's phone allegedly. This one is interesting because it comes from the fact that people have seen clips of JK taking pictures of Jimin allegedly in compromising moments. One of the pictures that people were talking about was a moment in which you see JK snapping a pic of Jimin or while Jimin is asleep. And the comment around this is something along the lines of, is this normal? Are we pretending like this is normal? Stuff like that. Many people also think that there could be a lot more compromising pictures on JK's phone, because people are saying, why on earth would JK even want a photo of Jimin sleeping on his phone? And this is the stuff that I find funny, because while the dating rumor could have some merit to it, the actual piece of evidence that people use is quite interesting. First off, a lot of friends can do this type of stuff, and it's not something insinuating a relationship. A friend could 100% snap a pic of another friend sleeping if they think it's funny and they want to post it in a group chat or something. And this is where it's quite funny to me to hear people say this, because a lot of these pieces of evidence are easily debunkable. Now, what isn't debunkable is if we see the boys actually making out or kissing. We can't deny that, but this is just one of those things that are still friend-like actions. Some people have gone as far as to say that JK likely has naked pictures of Jimin coming out of the shower or changing on his phone. I guess we will never know whether that is true or not, because we will never have access to JK's phone. However, what I can say is that they likely wouldn't do that, whether they're dating or not. They know very well that their phones are at high risk of being hacked. If they wanted to be a little bit more insane, they might even have to opt to use their own private Wi-Fi networks when at hotels or new places, just so they don't risk any private information getting leaked from their phone. But also, above all else, they are very sure that if they keep anything private on their phone and that gets accidentally uploaded to the cloud as things naturally get backed up, they are at high risk of those things getting leaked. I highly doubt they would keep compromising pictures on their phones for no reason. And by the way, I know the members admitted to having shirtless pictures of themselves on their phone, but that's not the same as nude, maybe explicit pictures. And the photos they have of them all shirtless is likely just them all eating dinner together, taking shots, playing air hockey or playing ping pong, and then they're just not wearing a shirt. These are definitely more likely scenarios of things that they do, as opposed to what some people are saying. I mean, like, they're not having an orgy and then that's just laying there on JK's phone. Like, most guys will have photos of their friends on their phone, and I can almost bet money that there will at least be a shirtless photo of one of their friends on their phone, and it's not a sexual thing. Let me know what you think. Make sure to check out Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks, just leave a comment right here. Love you, bye.